Tukulandireni pano pa kanema wa Parliament lero lachisanu pa 28 March 2025. Dzina langa ndi Fani Mbwana. Tikupitiriza kukupasirani tsatanetsatane wa zokambirana za aphungu zoyamba mu mkumano wa namba 51 omwenso ndiowunika ndondomeko ya chuma cha boma cha chaka cha 2025-2026. Ndondomeko yoyendesera zokambirana za aphungu m'nyumba ya malamulo lero ikusonyeza kuti nyumbayi iyamba zokambirana zake ndi mafunso ochokera kwa aphungu kupita ku maunduna osiyanasiyana. Kukhala tsiku lomwe mbali ya boma limatsogolera zokambirana m'nyumbayi, ndondomeko ya lero ikusonyeza kuti aphungu akhalenso akambirana mabilu omwe mwa iwo ndi amene amaloleza boma kuyamba kugwiritsa ntchito ndalama zomwe zayikidwa mu ndondomeko yatsopano ya chuma chake. Ena mwa mabiluwa ndi Bill number 13 ya 2025 Appropriation Bill komanso Bill number 14 ya 2025 Supplementary Appropriation omwe anaperekedwa kwa aphunguwa dzulo lachinayi. Mongokumbutsana kuti ndondomeko yatsopano ya chuma cha boma ya chaka cha 2025-2026 yomwe nyumbayi yayivomereza lachitatu ikuyembekezeka kuyamba kugwira ntchito pa 1 April 2025. Well, if you're just joining us, good morning and welcome to Parliament Television. It's a beautiful Friday here in Lilongwe and I hope it's good from where you're watching us. We continue with our live coverage of proceedings in the first meeting of Parliament in the 51st session, the 2025-2026 budget meeting. Today's order paper indicates that the House is expected to commence with deliberations from questions on notice to ministers for oral replies. Well, as Friday is our government day, the order paper indicates that the House is expected to tackle bills, among them bills that authorize government to start using money from the budget, signaling the beginning of the new financial year. Under government business, the House is expected to tackle bills, subsidiary legislation, and statutory reports. Among these are Bill number 13 of 2025, Appropriation Bill, as well as Bill number 14 of 2025, Supplementary Appropriation. This was secreted yesterday, Thursday. My name is Fani Mbwana, and now we are crossing over to the chamber where deliberations are about to commence.
Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed the office of the rulers and parliaments for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we ask you to behold with your abundant favor us, your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important tasks in this land. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this country and of those whose interest you have committed to our charge. Amen.
Business item 2A, general business, communication from the chair.
Good morning, honorable members, and welcome to today's deliberation. For the time being, I don't have any communication to make. Thank you.
Business 2B, questions on notice to ministers for oral replies.
Rumpi East, what has gone out of order?
Thank you, second Madam Speaker. May I thank you for granting the people of Rumpist a point of order. Yesterday, I submitted section standing order 69. This is concerning the civil servants, protest marches and transfers, and I was told to come up with order 69 and that it will be granted. Unfortunately, yesterday we adjourned Parliament earlier than we expected, and I was told that that has gone just in the waters. So I wanted to find out if indeed today I may be granted that, so that at least we can sort out some of the problems that of transferring most of these leaders to other places can be sorted out through the leader of government, whom I believe is one of the best and competent leaders we have had so far. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, the people of Rumpi East. Indeed, we did receive the question under Standing Order 69, and it was submitted to the leadership, leader of the House, in his capacity as Minister of Local Government, and we are still waiting to have response from him. Since he's already in the House, he will advise. If anything, it has to come after question time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Leader of the House, we are starting with question time.
Right Honorable, good morning and be blessed. This is a time for prayers for you and all Muslim brothers and sisters across the country. And we wish you good Eid and continue to pray for the nation and pray for all of us. This morning, we wanted to start with bills, as I announced last week, but I'm told some members of parliament have got some questions the leader wanted to be addressed. We'll start with the Minister of Justice and a few more questions, then afterwards we'll go to bills. So we'll go to questions. We start with the Minister of Justice, thereafter a few more ministers which I'm going to guide. Thank you so much, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Leader. In this case, honorable members, as guided by the Leader of the House, we are starting with question 83, that's Nkurakoda South. Questions under Ministry of Justice. Nkurakoda? He's not in the House. Leader, that's the only question we had under Ministry of Justice. Chief Whip.
Good morning, Madam Speaker. In that case, we can move to Minister of Local Government.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip. Honorable members, question 9.4, Mchinji South. Questions under Ministry of Local Government, Unity and Culture. She's also not in the House. Question 9.5, Nsanje Central. Nsanje Central is not, Nsanje Central is here. I'll give you space, Mango Chimankibe, after he confirms his question.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. I rise to confirm that question 95, which is appearing in today's order paper, is indeed coming from the people of Nsanje Central constituency. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I give space to the Honorable Minister to respond, we have a point of order from Mango Chimankibe.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker. I stand on point of order, considering the fact that this is our last meeting of Parliament this term. And if we go with lots of outstanding questions because of members' absence, we will be doing injustice to the constituents. I was going to ask your indulgence to ask those with authority to waive our relevant standing orders and allow that if the minister is available with an answer, all the questions whose members are absent should be responded to. This is just to save our constituents out there. I ask for your indulgence on point of order. Madam, thank you.
You are making my life difficult. Honorable members, if you are of that opinion, then you have to talk to the leadership, because today is government business day. So he's the one to move that motion if he agrees to that. Thank you. Honorable Minister of Local Government.
Right Honorable, my dear brother has been in the House for almost 20 years now. And it will be very difficult, because sometimes when a question is asked, you have witnessed members withdrawing part of the question, sometimes amending the question. So we may be asking questions which the honorable members, because the time they ask these questions, it takes some time. So you never know what has transpired. So confirming, it's a process of confirming the current status and the need for the answer. We might be responding to issues that have been done, or maybe alternatives have been given. And for that reason, I wouldn't think it is proper. But I know the reason. When the question is skipped, it denies supplementary questions from others. So maybe we just go for supplementary questions.
Which is not possible.
Which is not
either.
possible as well.
Not.
But through you, let me thank the people of Nsanje Central. And because of politics, I would say Honorable Mandevana, which is not allowed in our standing orders. And I ask for your pardon. But this is the last sitting of Parliament. We need to thank those members who are present to ask the questions. So allow me to thank Honorable Mandevana for the question. And the Honorable Member would like to ask the Minister of Local Government, Union and Culture to consider renovating Nyamikolongo Primary School in Group Village Headman Leno. This school got damaged by heavy winds in November 2024. As such, learners are living under trees. I thank the Honorable Member for Nsanje Central for his question. I would like to inform the Honorable Member that my ministry is aware of the damage caused by heavy rains in Nsanje districts, including in areas such as Leno last year. I wish to inform the Honorable Member that Nsanje District Council has assessed the extent of the damage to the school blocks. The council has also prepared bills of quantities for the necessary rehabilitation works. I therefore urge the honorable member for Sanjay Central to engage with the district council regarding this matter, as the bills of quantities are now ready. Following this engagement, the Sanjay District Council will work with my ministry to secure support for the rehabilitation of the works. On the other hand, Madam Second Deputy Speaker is also to urge the honorable member to consider using part of his constituency development fund to rehabilitate this school. My role will make sure that these funds are timely dispersed to the council. Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Local Government, Unit and Culture. First, supplementary from Njau Bwanja, then Machinga North East, then Nkara Bay Central, in that order, please.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for allowing the people of Njau Bwanja North to ask the Honorable Minister of Local Government a supplementary question. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my question is to ask the Minister to renovate the following schools: Nankokota Primary School, Kampeko Primary School, Mitongwe, and Kasinje. The schools got damaged due to heavy winds. I've used part of the CDF, but the challenges are huge. I submit, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, through you, let me thank the people of Njau Bwanja, Honorable
Bwanja North.
Bwanja North, Honorable Nancy Mdoka, for a question regarding her constituency and the need for rehabilitation of the following schools: Nankokota, Kasinje, Mikongwe, as these were damaged because of the heavy rains that came to the constituency. And she has ably responded that she has already used part of the CDF for the constituency to rehabilitate some of these projects, but the damage was so huge to the extent that CDF may not be adequate. I would like to assure the honorable member that this question has been taken care of. As I speak, the ministry will go and do assessment and help the council to access funds for rehabilitation. I thank you so much, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Machinga North.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, for recognizing the people of Machinga North East constituency to ask a question to the Minister of Local Government. Madam, through you, let me ask the Honorable Minister if they could consider maintaining Nasui Primary School, which is in Village Edmund in Kumbira, TSR, which was affected by the recent cyclone Jude. A number of schools were involved in this, but the rest of the schools, I was assured to say they will be looked into, but this one of Nasui Primary School was not among those schools. The Honorable Minister is looking at me. Nasui Full Primary School in Village Edman in Kumbira in TSR. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Second Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister.
Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, you would imagine almost each and every member of Parliament would want to ask a question such as Machinga Northeast. Is it Machinga North? Northeast. For a school such as Nansui Full Primary School, we have quite a number of school blocks and teacher houses. that get damaged during heavy rains or cyclones. And normally when Dodima responds to disasters, they would bring maize, plastic, sheets, cups, and others, but they will not concentrate much on renovation of infrastructure that has been affected. And this has affected quite a number of councils. However, Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, my ministry has launched a program, more or less like GSED, and it's within this year, under the support from World Bank. The project is about building resilience during disasters that have been affected because of climate change, and also to construct infrastructure that can stand a test of time, and even those that can stand during disasters. Each and every district, including yours, Second Deputy Speaker Mangochi, Loa, Machinga,
Thank you.
Mulanje, all councils, apart from the GSED that we have launched another program that aims at constructing infrastructure that will stand during disasters. My minister will take advantage of this program to make sure that programs, needs such as Nansui Primary School are taken care of. This is not only for education, but it also talks about bridges and others. But as I said, it is the whole country that is benefiting. No district has been left. All of us were beneficiary of this climate resilience support from the World Bank. I thank you so much, Honorable Speaker.
Before you resume your seat, Leader, Honorable Minister, when is it going to be implemented? Since Mangochi Nkungu will also be a beneficiary.
Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, we launched the program last month, and funds will be released within this month or early next month. But as I said, it's good news for the whole country because it is aimed at supporting infrastructure or issues that have been affected, programs that have been affected because of the climate change. So I see Chiranzo South want me to mention them. They are also a beneficiary. Mangochi is a beneficiary. Chitipa is a beneficiary. Kalonga is a beneficiary. Nkatabe is a beneficiary. Lilongwe, Saliba, Doa, the whole country, including where my senior brother, Honorable Kamulepo Karua, comes from, everywhere. Everywhere, this program is there to support councils, because we understand, as I said, Dodima comes in to support with maize, plastic bags and cups, but they don't go a mile to look at infrastructure that has been affected. And government designed a program to respond on such matters. Thank you so much, that Honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Local Government. What has gone out of order, Honorable? The Minister says everyone will benefit.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving the people of Chirazo South to stand on a point of order. I wanted to find out, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, whether is it in order for the Honorable Minister to say we're all going to benefit without giving us a report in this August House to know which projects that are going to be supported. I'm saying this because I'm sure most of us have submitted our projects through the councils. We have submitted projects for school blocks, we have submitted for roads, we have submitted for bridges. So is it in order for the minister just to tell us, no, there's a program, and I've launched it, and all of you will benefit? I thought you would have reported to this August House. We should know which project, how much is involved. Is it in order, Madam Speaker? I'm asking this because in Chirazo, particularly in my constituency, Chirazo South.
Thank you.
We have a number of projects.
Thank you.
Which we have submitted, and the Honorable Minister is aware.
Thank you. Honorable Member for Chirazo South, the Minister could not give us all the information in detail because he was just responding to the question which was on the floor from Mangochi Northeast. So he cannot give all the information in detail because it is not a statement, Honorable. No, it is not a statement. Thank you. Nkatabe Central.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, for granting the floor to Nkatabe Central to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Local Government. But, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, whilst I'm holding the floor, I want to seek the indulgence of the Honorable Minister that I have a question on the order paper today pertaining to the Minister of Local Government. And I have seen that the Minister is in the House, Minister of Local Government is in the House. So whether that too can be taken today. But on this one, on education, I want to ask the Honorable Minister, sir, that in Nkatabe Central, we have Mayuchi School and Sanji School, both in the Chisu zone, whose roofs were blown off by heavy winds due to the recent cyclone. Msinjivi, Mayuchi, and Sanji, whether they could be supported from the funds that you are referring to, Honorable Minister, sir. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam.
Honorable Member from Nkatabe Central, which local government are you talking about? We have 1 or 2 questions today under this ministry.
Responding is the Minister of Local Government. The Minister of Local Government is sitting in today for the Minister of Education. So I'm speaking to the Honorable Minister of Local Government who is sitting in today for the, or who is responding today for the, on behalf of the Minister of Education. So, and he's the leader of the House.
It could be another minister responding on behalf of the Minister of Education. So, Honorable Minister of Local Government.
Adavua. Good morning, Adavua. I'm not responding on behalf of the Minister of Local Government. I think the first issue is to recognize that most of this work are decentralized and they are done under the council. But the main question is related to disaster. It's from Sanjay Central. It is relating to disaster. That's why in my response, I mentioned about Dodima responding with maize, plastic bags and cups when disaster has hit an area. But the Honorable Member for Central, Sanjay Central, was requesting for renovation of a primary school which was damaged because of floods which affected the area. So it is not purely an education question, but basically a disaster question. But just to assure the Honorable Member for Nkatabe Central, together with Chiradzulu South, indeed, there is a need for a ministerial statement regarding the regional climate resilience program, which we are being funded by World Bank. Just to be very specific, let me refer, is to the tune of $240 million, and it's for a 5-year project, which is gonna follow the GSED way of doing things, which is a performance-based grant, Madam Speaker. Those councils that are doing well are in terms of management of resources, being accountable and transparent, at the same time making sure it responds to the needs of the people, and when resources are provided, there's much implementation on the ground. So far, 4%, which is administration for the councils to perform, has been given. And for that reason, Madam, the call from Chiradzulu South, which you ably responded, I would be bringing in a ministerial statement at some point in time to clarify and even to alert honorable members how much each council is getting. And then they can tap these resources from the councils. I thank you so much, that Honorable Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Guide us. Which ministry should we move to?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, right now we'll go to Minister of Health. Minister of Health.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Whip. Honorable members, we are starting with question 90, Lilongwe Central. Lilongwe Central, are you here? You are not Lilongwe Central, Honorable. I know you, my landlord. Question 91, Mulanje South. We move to question 92, Lilongwe Mapuyo North. Oh my God. At least we have you, Honorable.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I wish to confirm that question number 92 is indeed from the people of Lilongwe Mapuyo North. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Who is responding? The Deputy Minister of Health. Ask for the floor, Honorable. Good. You have it.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving me a chance to respond to a question from Lilongwe Mapuyo North. The question is to ask the Minister of Health to consider constructing a fence around Chireka and Lemwe health centers. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to thank the honorable member for Lilongwe Mapuyo North for the question. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my ministry is aware that encroachment is the biggest challenge facing most health facilities across the country. Therefore, construction of fences for these facilities, including Chireka and Lemwe health centers, is important to curb encroachment and enhance security. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, under decentralization, such projects can also benefit from the other funds within the district council. For example, constituency development fund, the district development fund, funds including newly introduced health facility rehabilitation funds. I therefore request the honorable member to channel the request through the district council so that it can be considered for funding. I thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. This is good to have both the Minister and the Deputy Minister in the House. Supplementary questions? We'll start with Nchinji Central, Zomba GC, Toro South, in that order, please.
Thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving the people of Nchinji Central to ask a supplementary question. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my question is on Kochirila Health Facility. This health facility, Madam Speaker, was one of the best in Nchinji before the multi-party dispensation in this country. But after the multi-party democracy was introduced in this country, it was neglected. And as I'm speaking, Madam Speaker, the hospital is in very bad state, and therefore I would like to ask the ministry to consider renovating it so that it regains its lost glory. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving me a chance to respond to a supplementary question from Nchinji Central, who is lamenting the condition of Kochirila Health Center, which he says before multi-party dispensation was in a very good shape, but right now it was neglected and it needs some serious attention. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, let me agree with the honorable member that it's not only Kochirira which may be in a bad state. A lot of our hospitals, our health facilities are in similar situations and they need some attention. That's why government has reserved, and my ministry has reserved funds to make sure that hospitals are given the necessary attention. Of course, as a country, we are building new health facilities, but that does not mean we should neglect the old ones. Because as you know, Madam Speaker, the saying goes by, nothing ages your house so much than the sight of a new one. So therefore, we need to make sure that all the other health facilities are in good shape. So let me encourage the honorable member that we have taken note of his request as government will look at the situation of Kochirira Health Center. I thank you, Madam Secretary Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. Zomba Chese, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker, for giving the opportunity to the people of Zomba Chisi to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Deputy Minister of Health. And since I'm asking him a question for the first time, he's my brother in marriage, just to congratulate him again for a deserved appointment as the Deputy Minister of Health. Second Deputy Speaker, I wanted to find out from the Honorable Minister, the Deputy Minister, as to when the ministry is going to fulfill its promise of constructing a perimeter fence at Makina Health Center. Last year, Second Deputy Speaker, the Honorable Minister of Health visited this facility, which this government has been able to complete, and it is functional, and it is a very beautiful facility. And we noted together that there was need for the construction of a perimeter fence around the facility. And therefore, I want to find out from government as to when is that promise is going to be fulfilled by government. The Honorable Minister of Health, as she's looking at me, she was there making that promise, and I believe that they're going to fulfill it. So I want to get it from the Deputy Minister on that. I thank you, Second Deputy Speaker, Madam.
And she is also smiling. Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, for giving me a chance to respond to a question from Zomba Chisi, who happens to be my brother in marriage. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the honorable member is trying to find out as to when the promise to build a perimeter fence at Makina Health Center will be fulfilled, which the honorable minister made. Let me assure the honorable member that the Chakwera government does not make promises that it cannot fulfill. Therefore, this one will be definitely fulfilled. If the minister promised, we just have to come. You may wish to find or to come to see me so that we look at where we are as regards the building of the perimeter fence around Makina Health Center. I thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Lastly, supplementary on this question from Tiolo South.
Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, for granting this opportunity to the people of Cholo South, Tegeran, to ask the Deputy Minister a supplementary question. Second Deputy Speaker, His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Makate Chakwera, in his SONA, announced that he has constructed 3 health centers in my constituency, namely Sabwe, Nkatombere, and Tubuta. The true fact of that construction is that Sabwe Health Center has been there for so long. It was constructed by Dr. Hastings Kamzubanda. It's old now, and I'm using my own money to renovate here and there. It's there. And the Nkatombere was constructed by Dr. Bakiri Muluzi. It's there. It's an old structure, but Tuguta Health Center is not there. So I just want to find out from the ministry, is it that maybe you want to construct other health centers apart from these old structures? Or maybe it's just a matter of renovating as it is going on. So I just want to find out from the Deputy Minister if new construction will take place in these three health centers as announced by His Excellency Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera. My second question is just a reminder to the ministry. The Minister of Health assured the people of Cholo South Tegerani that they will send a technician to work in X-ray department because the health center has X-ray machine and it was installed. But till now, the technician is not sent and the machine are idle. So when should we receive the technician to start working at that health center? Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, the people of Cholo South Tegerani. Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for giving me a chance to respond to a supplementary from Cholo Tegerani, which Cholo South Tegerani, which was not really supplementary, especially the first part of it, because it was telling us what was said in the SONA, and is also informing the House that he has been doing some renovation using his own resources, which is very commendable, honorable member. But for a substantive, if you really want to get a substantive answer, because I know that a lot of health facilities are being built or have been built. So if you are the ones you're talking about, we're already there, that's a story for another day. But also, the second one was that you were assured that a technician would be sent to Cholo Tegerani to work in the X-ray department. I'm sure that assurance still stands. You can come to find out where we are, because we need the people of Cholo Tegerani to be, just like any other Malawian, to be in good health, so that they turn up in large numbers on the 16th September this year to vote for Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister of Health. Honorable members, do we have Lilongwe Central and Mulanje South in the House? I want to give them last chances. Maybe they will not get another chance till 16 September. Okay. Then, Chief Whip, guide us.
Madam Speaker, we can now move to Ministry of Natural Resources, then Mining.
Thank you. Honorable members, we have been guided to go to questions under Ministry of Natural Resources and Mining. How come I don't have them? Question 75. Kasungu Noah, are you in the house?
I'm always here.
You have the floor, Honorable.
Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker, Madam. I stand to confirm that the question, today's order paper is indeed coming from the people of Kasungu North. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Honorable Minister.
Madam Speaker, let me appreciate the honorable member who is asking the Ministry of Natural Resources and Climate Change to strike a deal with Malawi Defense Force to permanently deploy soldiers at Maliro Forest Reserve to stop the ongoing decimation of the forest reserve. appreciation to the, we are not careful, by 2079, Malawi will be a bare ground. Every tree that is standing will be falling, will be down. And it's not correct. So it's an encouragement, appreciating the honorable member and also encouraging all the noble men and women who herein that they should also be interested in this. It's very important. Coming to the issue of Chimaliro Forest, Chimaliro is under siege because of the demand for charcoal that is getting high in as far as Zuzu is concerned. At one moment, we managed to mount a simple road block just to take stock of how much we are losing from this side. On a day, we were able to confiscate 1,360 bags of charcoal. One route. It means if we talk of the whole country in all routes, charcoal is coming in and out at a very high pace. So you need one day to kill a tree, but you need almost 15 years to have it come to the very same size. Very terrific situation. But for Chimaliro, we have done some efforts as a ministry where patrols have happened and we have some camping there. And we have 27 guards who are patrolling the forest. But this has not been very much successful despite the efforts that we have been making. Regarding what we are going now to do to arrest this, before I come specifically to Chimaliro, is that as a ministry, we are also working hard that in the next month or two, we will be able to recruit forest guards. And we are also embarking on a journey as a government led by the President of this Republic that the forest guards, we are changing their rules of engagement. We will arm them and we'll equip them properly so that they deal with this issue. And also for Chimaliro, the question that members asked that we should strike a permanent deal. I want to say it here that a deal with MDF, we have an MOU with Malawi Defense Force, which was signed in 2007 and is still valid to date. And we are able to deploy them in other places. But
Order in the House.
Yeah. All right.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Minister, just put the mic on a good angle because frequent touching of it is producing distortions.
Okay.
Yeah.
The permanent deployment of soldiers at Chimaliro currently is not very much feasible because of the expenses we incur, because we don't get those services from ADF free of charge. And I can tell you here that if in a week, for example, we spend more than 18 million to have MDF deployed to a forest reserve. And that is not very sustainable. And moving forward, what we have embarked on as a ministry is to come back to a discussion with Minister of Defense and also the MDF so that at least we should put the rules of engagement in proper perspective, because it is very expensive and it's not sustainable to permanently deploy. That's why we use the piecemeal approach that this week they go, the other week they go, and so on. But permanently, we need to set up camps there and also allow them to be training there and give Chimaliro to them for their use, which we are yet to engage the MDF on the same. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable. What has gone out of order? I hope it is not a question. But Choro Central, you are the one who asked for a point of order.
Yes, I did. Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. The Honorable Minister has ably presented the case, which is a very pathetic sort of state that we have, and it's got energy. I wonder whether it is in order that we do ask him to probably come up with a statement in Parliament, considering that rapid population growth, effects of climate change, and poverty levels in Malawi, most of these people that are trading in charcoal really do not have any alternative to their livelihood.
and probably presenting a paper here, we could discuss on how we then give them alternative source of their livelihood to make sure that we curb this, because he alone, I think this requires a collective sort of effort to make sure that is done. And I wonder whether it's in order at this point in time to take an opportunity to request the minister to come up with a comprehensive report on how he thinks we can help him to give alternative sources of resources to these people to make sure that they completely abandon Chago in this particular sitting. I submit.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, that's a plea from Cholo Central. You respond when you'll be responding to the first supplementary question, because it was just, he stood on a point of order. Machinga East.
Madam
For you, before Machinga East, we have the honor of the question. Ask for the floor, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker. I'm happy that I've finally gotten the response. The supplementary question is to do with those arrested, because we understand so many people are being arrested for maybe producing charcoal in these protected forests, more especially Chimaliro Forest. Most of the people that are residing at Gender are the ones, coming to this forest. But I just wanted to ask, is it possible that the minister can ask the courts to move these courts to the villages that are near the forest? For example, in Kasungu North, you can move the court from Kasungu Boma to TH Sikwa or TH Karuruma, because most of these people, we don't know what kind of punishment do they get. So if the villagers see the punishments that are being meted on these people, maybe they will stop doing this business. And the other issue is to do with engagements with the local communities. Is it possible that you should have those awareness campaigns with the local people so that we should be owning this, the forest? I'm saying this because those people that come at Gender and do business, the charcoal burning, most of these people are not from the areas of Tel, Mzuguzuku and other, Sekaruruma, Chisikwa, Maurao and so on. They are coming from other districts. We hear that they were in Zaranyama. They have done with Zaranyama. Now they have descended on the Chimaliro Forest. I want the minister to talk about these two things. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, respond to that first supplementary.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. First, before I go to Kasungu North, let me agree with what Cholo Central submitted. We are very ready to do that. As early as next week, we can do that, because truthfully, the landscape degradation in Malawi is very high, and the biggest cause of it is deforestation. And deforestation of even the forest reserve that we have had. We have problems of even encroachment in the forests, and really we'll present that in the soonest, sir, and honorable members in this house. Why? Because agriculture productivity is going down in Malawi. Landscape degradation is high. All this is because we are losing out on deforestation. Coming to Kasungu North, the issue of arrests. Yes, for example, in Chimaliro recently, we arrested 8 people because of deforestation and encroachment. But they went to the courts, they were fined thoroughly, 150,000 Malawi kwacha, which in essence is low. It's very low because it is not deterrent in nature, depending if we compare with the destruction they have caused. And what are we doing as a ministry? What we are doing as a ministry, we are lobbying the courts, and even we have even a meeting set with the courts so that at least we should be able to speak to them. Yes, they interpret the law, but sometimes even our laws have got some loopholes in them. because we are even moving an amendment soon, and we have also heard that there is a private motion that is coming to amend the Forest Act, which I think if what we have heard is correct, it is not a bad amendment. Because currently, if you see a man or a woman moving in a forest with an item that you know that is there to deforestate, you cannot make him that is at fault up until you find him doing the actual deforestation. I think soon we should change the rules of engagement, where anyone who is seen with an item that is deforestative in nature should be deemed to be partaking in deforestation when he's within the vicinity of the forest reserve. So the courts, we are moving them and we are engaging them thoroughly, that we can come to a community. That's something that maybe we can explore. Regarding community awareness, Malawi has been very much saturated with community awareness in as far as the evils of deforestation is concerned. But what we need now is to enhance and strengthen and consolidate the community forest management. I need protection, Madam Speaker. It seems there's a lot of things happening here.
Honorable members, too much background noise. We want to hear what the Honorable Minister is saying in silence, please. Please,
Madam
proceed, Honorable.
Speaker, I think as a ministry, we will consolidate our efforts also to ensure that community engagement with forest, those that are within the forest reserves, we should engage them. I think on this one, I should take it from him that we will take, because even the Forestry Act is able to even to encourage us that forest management should be also community-based. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I did recognize Machinga East for second supplementary, and then Machinga Lipueno. In that order, please.
Second Deputy Speaker, first is to thank you for recognizing the people of Machinga East constituency, to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister. Second Deputy Speaker, I have got two questions. The first question is to do with the Department of Forestry within the Ministry of Natural Resources, to say that collaboratively they have been managing the Mulunguzi Dam catchment area with the Southern Region Water Board, but without the notice of the Southern Region Water Board, the Forestry Department went ahead and harvest the trees surrounding the catchment area of Mulunguzi Dam under the ministry's watch. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister the role his ministry is playing in trying to make sure that the department is not harvesting without collaborating with the Southern Region Water Board, as that is bringing water challenges in the Eastern region, to be specific in Zomba. The second one is to ask the Honorable Minister whether the ministry is ready to declare the Mulunguzi Dam catchment area that should be given to the MDF, so that they should be doing their training there, as the minister has already alluded to that keeping MDF in those areas, hiring them is very expensive. If they can be given that catchment area to do their training, so that the area should be protected and water should be protected within the Eastern region part. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of Natural Resources and Climate Change.
Let me appreciate the honorable member from Machinga East for the question. Regarding Department of Forests, under our watch, trees were harvested around Mulunguzi Dam. I want to assure the honorable member that Mulunguzi Dam area is under a concession with Southern Region Water Board. And the engagement is that we cannot do the harvesting without engaging the concessionaire. And this issue, it's a disciplinary issue that is still moving around our ministry. So it was not done under our watch. It was done within our blind side, and we are still working on this, and there are still some issues we are sorting out because it was wrongly done. I submit on that one. Regarding also declaring the Mulungus Dam area as an MDF area, personally and also as a ministry, our position is that why are we opting for MDF? We are opting for MDF because they are a force, because the services we have, they have failed to a certain extent. Our people have not been able to comply. There was a time they were even able to withhold or even take hostage a police officer, the people who are dealing with forests. We have lost forest guards. A number of them have died in the course of engagement. Some of them are riding on wheelchairs because they were maimed in course of defending the forest. That's why we are interested to say the issues of forest guards, we need to change the rules of engagement. Otherwise, we cannot manage every forest reserve. We have 88 forest reserves in this country with a very wide hectarage. Then the whole defense force, all the barracks, will move them into the forest reserves. And then that will be a problem. That's why in this house, we are submitting the interest of every member that we should be very much interested in this, because to date, if a forest guard kills an encroacher in the course of their duty, that forest guard, I will lose him. He will go to jail. And that is not very fair. That's why as a minister to us, we feel we need to protect our people. But the best way to protect our people is by protecting the forests which protect their landscapes. So for the issue of deploying MDF is the very same thing of costs. It's the very same issue of cost. 1 week it costs us 18 million. And you look at the budget we passed last week, it means if we deploy MDF in all the areas, we'll just use them for 3 months. MDF will sweep away the whole budget you have allocated in this house to natural resource. So it's something that we need to work on as a house. And we are working with our colleagues, even the Natural Resource Committee, to see way forward so that something should be done in the legislation to safeguard the forest. Otherwise, your concern is just as good as ours, and we really appreciate your submissions, Honorable Member from Machinga East. I submit, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Natural Resources and Climate Change. Honorable Minister, Mulanje Bale says Muimaso. Mulanje Bale says so. Nsanje, no, I did recognize Machinga Likweno.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for the opportunity.
After the question, I'll give you.
To ask a question to the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources and Climate.
The Honorable Members, order. Order, please. Order in the House.
Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, during an interface between his department, Forestry.
Your mic on, Honorable.
During an interface between his Department of Forestry and the Committee on Government Assurances, the ministry admitted that notwithstanding the annual tree planting exercises, Malawi is progressing.
Honorable members, your noise is contributing to deforestation in the forest, please.
Yeah, I think so.
Proceed, Honorable.
I think some of them are actually forest depleters. But, Madam Speaker, they admitted that notwithstanding our efforts in planting trees every year, on aggregate, we are losing trees. Basically, the battle is being lost. What specific measures is the ministry taking to ensure that we arrest and reverse this situation? Because if we talk about this matter and complain about it year in and year out without having a total sum that shows that we are now moving towards the positive,
this country is going to be a desert very soon. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, when the Honorable Minister is preparing his statement, ministerial statement, could he also consider including the measures he has put into place to collaborate with the Ministry of Energy to ensure that Malawians have other sources of energy in the home other than charcoal? Because if you keep on arresting people and yet people depend on charcoal, they will find the market, and as long as the market is there, you cannot fight this war. So what measures are you going to put in place in collaboration with the Ministry of Energy to ensure that Malawians have other sources of energy in the home? And finally, I don't want to talk about the MDF because some of their operations are supposed to be confidential. But Chika Forest in Machinga is depleting. I do not ask you to deploy the MDF there because you know why. But it is being depleted right now. What measures are you putting in place to ensure that we save that forest? Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Before you, Honorable Minister, we have a point of order from Chitipa East. Chitipa East, make sure it is not a question. It has to be a point of order. Doa West, I know you wanted to ask a question. I will not, no, I will not grant you the point of order.
He's speaking while he's seated down. It's very unethical to the speaker. Second Deputy Speaker, good morning. What is it in order, Madam Deputy Speaker, that the Honorable Minister Owen Chomanika, very intelligent, very bright, is it in order that we don't recognize how bright he is and congratulate him for the answers that have given on the forest area? Is it in order? Thank you.
I rule you out of order, Honorable. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Let me appreciate the question from Machinga Likwenu, who happens also to be one of the predecessors, one of the men who once led this ministry. So there's a footprint of his actions even in this ministry. He's one of the good men whose documents have also managed to go through. Now, on his question regarding an interface one of these days with engagement with Committee on Government Assurance, that one, sir, is granted. We'll be comfortable to even engage. And at one time, even if you want me to appear, I can, sir. But regarding what we are doing when it comes to every week, every year, we are doing tree planting. Like this year, up to 15th of April, we have planned to plant 45 million trees. And we are around 38, if not 39 to 40 million trees planted. Our biggest challenge has been survival rates. Every year we plant the trees, they die. Then we come another year, we plant, they die. So the survival rate has been a problem. But we are now embarking on ensuring that the survival rate is enhanced. How are we doing that? We have managed this time around to cascade the tree planting along even corporate organizations. That's why I'll give an example of organizations and companies like Genco, NBS, National Bank, and others who have also managed to help in afforestating an area, and they have also committed that they will be taking care of that area by supplementing some of the services required for these trees to survive. But as he has alluded to, that we need to come up with plans. In the statement, we should say, how are we going to arrest these issues of deforestation regarding what we will do. Yes, one of the issues we want to do is at least to ensure that we are guarding the forest properly. That's why the issues about the guards, forest guards, In fact, we are not even happy to call them forest guards because from our understanding, a guard is somebody who is just slightly above a watchman. Now you can't take the whole government and the state resource of forest, put it in the hands of people who are not even armed and who are just trained for some few weeks. At the same time, we should also understand that what is depleting our forests is the issue of energy. Almost 80% of Malawians are using biomass as a source of energy. So cooking in every household is using firewood. If not firewood, they are using charcoal. Much more as we have 25% coverage of electricity and access to our people. Of this 25%, very few are using electricity for cooking. And in collaboration with Ministry of Energy, we are trying to roll out issues of energy stoves that are cooking stoves that are energy saving. We are working on that, and we even have a project by World Bank, which was launched by the president recently. We even showcased it in Tanzania recently. It is about at least trying to make sure that households have access to cooking stoves that are energy efficient. And another thing that is also depleting our forests is the issue of construction. Most of the construction in this country uses forest products. And the matabwa and all these things, they are forest products. And it's something that maybe we should be able to, and what are we doing? We are encouraging people to make sure that they use alternative sources. And there's a current research that has come from our institutions that even bamboos can be used as reinforcements instead of what we are doing. So those are the avenues we are discovering, we are trying to explore, which we feel the honorable members in this house can be able to help us and engage. Imagine if we can even talk of even a certain portion of your CDF to be specifically for afforestation and trying to enhance the landscape. Maybe we can go that side. But those are the suggestions we have. Another thing is a basic programming or development that you should not leave behind those communities that are surrounding our forest reserves. When we have all these programs, let's not leave these out. They need to be incorporated because it's now a livelihood issue. When you have programs in agriculture and others, they need to be included. Those are some of the things that we are
Honorable
considering.
members, too much movement in the House. What is happening?
Those are some of the things which we are considering.
Chair backbencher. Thank you.
I beg to submit, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Natural Resources and Climate Change. We had only one question under this ministry, and that concludes all the supplementary questions. Honorable members, we now move to the people of Rumpi East. You asked the point of order using the gadget. Honorable members, the people of Rumpi East have a question under Standing Order 69. But before you, we have 2 points of orders. And before the point of order, since the question has to be responded to, maybe we extend time for questions? No need. Then we will not be able to conclude that question. Chief Whip?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. We can extend just for his question.
Okay. All right. So, Rumpi East?
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. I would like to thank you for allowing the people of Rumpi East to ask. This is Standing Order 69, to the leader of government in this house concerning one, the plights of the civil servants leaders who actually staged a protest march. Now, my question is if the leadership can hold the transfers of these senior leaders that allegedly, as I am told, that they are being transferred to their district, to their origin. Second is to government to listen to their grievances and then solve some of these complaints or grievances peacefully to the betterment of our country and the persons or leaders involved. And lastly is maybe the government and these leaders, if they can sort out these problems and the challenges that they are facing as to their way and the point of them protesting and also maybe staging the protest marches. So this is just my humble appeal to the leadership, especially to the noble leader that we have here, if these things can be sorted them and resolved peacefully. Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker. These were my sort of questions and the humble appeal to the leadership of this House. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Honorable Leader of the House.
All right, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for Lumpi East. He did indeed ask a question yesterday regarding transfers of some civil servants, but he didn't highlight their names. So, as government, we do transfer quite a number of people almost every day. And we take it as normal to transfer people from one district to another district. So I don't have the list of those that have been transferred. I thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Lumpi East, I will regard it as a supplementary.
The names, they are known by the government. The names are known. These were leaders that had staged a protest march that were done. The protest march that was done last week, and these are the leaders that I'm asking the government if they can indeed consider to hold the transfers of these people, and the government, they know them, and they know these people, they know the leaders that were involved, and it's just a humble appeal to the government to consider these things, to consider them, so that they can resolve these things peacefully. That is my humble appeal. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm looking at...
Do you have the names or not?
Thank you.
Do you have the names or not?
I can submit the names, I can correct the names, and give it to the leadership.
Thank you. Leader of Opposition, Leader, you will respond to them together.
Thank you. Thank you. Second Deputy Speaker, Madam. Thank you for granting me the opportunity to ask a supplementary question.
The issue at stake is the coincidence. The coincidence of transferring the people immediately after the demonstration. That is the issue at stake. Is it in order that these people could be transferred after they had just conducted the demonstration? Is it not within their power, as guaranteed in the Constitution, that they have the right under the Bill of Rights to demonstrate? Should it be construed as a punishment that immediately people demonstrate, they should find a punitive measure of being transferred?
Honorable Leader of Opposition, thank you. But the Honorable Leader said he doesn't have the names, then I don't know. Leader, let's wait for one more. Nzimba South. I was giving the floor to someone else. yeah, but maybe it was just a mistake and the person has gone out of the list, then I don't know. No, Nzimba South, not you. Not you. Mangoji South? That's the last one.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Mangoji Southwest would want to add its voice to the matter on the floor. The civil servants.
Honorable Member, it has to be a question because it is supplementary question, not debate.
Is it in order?
Sorry?
Is it in order, Madam Second Deputy Speaker?
You are not standing on a point of order. It has to be a question. If you don't have a question, then...
It's a question.
Then go ahead.
The question is that the names I have them here. I can read them out. Can I read them out? That's a question. Can I read them? If the question, if it is yes, then I'm reading. The name.
Honorable member for Mangoji South. No, honorable member.
Madariso Banda, who has been
honorable member. Listen to me.
Yes.
The questions should come from the owner. The names should come from the owner of the question. It would have been good if you passed the names to him. It should not come from you.
I thought we are debating here.
No, thank you. Honorable Leader, may you respond?
Right, Honorable Speaker, why I did ask for the names is for a proper response. Because when Luke East did ask the question, he asked the question in a very good manner. Very polite, but also trying to find out what happened. My answer is, he didn't write those names in the question, and I cannot be answering something which is not related. So I don't have those names. Because when he gives me the names, then I can ask the institution and the body that do those transfers. And if indeed there's something fishy, I would be open to you, whether it's a discipline matter or what. But for now, just rising here, answering a question without a name, talking about a transfer, addressing you, putting it on Hansard and the record, that's why I said I don't have the names. Because we have normal transfers that do take place every day. Government has thousands of civil servants. And for me to responding to those transfers without knowing which names are we talking about, it's unfair. And I would like to get those names. I will send those names to the relevant institution. They will give me the reasons why they've been transferred.
I'll come back to him and give him the answers. For now, I'll just be answering for something that I don't know. Therefore, a humble plea to Lumpi East is provide the names, I will provide the answers after giving the institution that is supposed to handle transfer issues. I think that's how I can respond. Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, join me in extending a warm welcome to the students of Madzi Muyanga Primary School. They are from Honorable Gradwell Chinzeka constituency. They are already standing. Honorable Chinzeka, where are you? Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to the house. Thank you. Our students are waving, please. Thank you very much. That's the only announcement I have before we go for a healthy break. Zomba Malosa, what has gone out of order?
Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker. I submitted a question under Standing Order 14 on Monday. So I'm seeing question time is finishing, but I'm not being considered. Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker.
Honorable Member for Zomba Malosa, I don't have any information about this question, but I'll find out. Thank you. Mulanje Bale.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, and good morning. Considering the time that we only have a week or so to conclude this sitting, and we have questions under different sections of our standing orders, 13, 14, 69, and others, can we make a deliberate move for this House to consider a day where these questions can be exhausted, possibly through the business committee, that these questions should be exhausted because they are very important questions pertaining to the welfare of many Malawians. And my other observation, is it possible to move the adjournment motion on a Friday? Because on the standing order, it actually says 45 minutes before adjournment, we can move on an adjournment order. Can that be done on Friday? I have a motion on the one Shepherd Bushiri that I wanted to bring to the House. Right Honorable Speaker, I wanted to ask your guidance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's a plea to the leadership, so it will be up to the leadership to consider that. Thank you. There's a South.
Right Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker, good morning. Deputy Speaker, is it in
and
order?
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak and Eid Mubarak, Right Honorable Speaker. Deputy Speaker, is it in order that the people of the South constituency don't thank the President of the Republic in your presence for appointing Chikwawa North for being a minister, a able minister, a fine young man, fine brains? Right Honorable Speaker, I remember when he was in DPP, they shoved him in row number 104 as if he's used. But you know, the President, Dr. Lazarus MacArthur, saw potential in this young man, young, fine brain. Is it in order that we would go without thanking the President, Right Honorable Speaker?
Honorable members, it's almost 11 a.m. I suspend the House for healthy break. We'll be back at 11:30. House suspended.